I'm going to tell you about how to prepare for AP Euro. One of the most common problems is that public or private school classes focus on content more than they focus on test-taking skills or strategy. You want to have the content more than anything. But there are a lot of test-taking strategies that get overlooked, especially when it comes to essay and multiple choice skills. These are things that are often not covered in class, and students are expected to know these things. It does leave weak spots for students, especially if they get to the end of the year. They feel like they haven't prepared enough for the essay, or they haven't prepared enough. Like, they still struggle to manage their time properly or what to focus on. So in our classes, we like to focus on making sure that students have good multiple choice taking skills and that they know how to do the essay to the best of their ability. High school classes tend to focus on history in a linear sense. You start at the beginning and you go to the end, but AP wants you to understand how and why these things fit together. So when we study, we also make sure that students have a clear idea just exactly how it goes from the Renaissance to the 20th century, for example. Students who started in the Renaissance, by the end of a school year, they may have just finished up their 20th century unit, but they've forgotten everything about the Renaissance. So we zoom all the way out, we look at the whole picture, and then we kind of zoom in click by click, and we look at the big picture going in and zooming in on finer detail. One of the best ways to identify exactly where students have problems, because everybody does have different areas of interest, is the timeline system that we use to identify weak spots and areas for improvement. There's a fairly well-known acronym of PERSIA, P-E-R-S-I-A, and we build timelines and subject areas around the different subjects of political, economic, religious, social, ideological, and artistic history. And there's kind of a main narrative that flows through there, and we start zoomed out on each of those areas, and then we go into greater detail as necessary for each time period covered on the Euro test. We also do multiple choice strategy. Over time, we've developed a multiple choice system that works. Student score will improve if they adopt the system that we've developed. It's just a matter of knowing why you're doing what you're doing and when to apply certain tactics and when to not apply certain tactics. I've basically never seen it not work. So following the multiple choice safety system almost always improves student scores. Finally, we talk about writing good essays. There are lots of classes that don't teach essay until the very end, thinking that students will already know what they're supposed to be doing. But unfortunately, a lot of students don't take composition classes. They either over-explain or they under-explain, or they don't know exactly what the test is looking for, so they get a lot of messy writing, a lot of unfocused writing. I'm a composition teacher, an essay teacher, essay grader. I know when and what needs to be written and what doesn't need to be written, so I can help you develop an efficient and effective strategy for answering those questions. Each type of question, the short, long, document-based, they have their own individual requirements. I'll help you understand exactly what each essay needs and how to get to the point you need to get as close as possible. I look forward to working with you, and good luck in your studying.